Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode in our NCAA 13 coaching career. It is Coach Daredevil. We are doing this thing again after taking a couple weeks off for various things, but we are back doing this again. We did suffer a loss last week against Nebraska in a very back and forth contest that actually saw kind of a different offense for the Owls here in Season 3. I definitely saw a more pass-focused offense. The run game, we attempted to get the run game going in that game, but it just wasn't there. As you can see there by the 72 yards of rushing offense that we gained, good for 103rd in the nation right now. But we have the 8th best pass offense in the nation right now with 383 yards. That was thanks to new quarterback Michael Cunningham, who threw for 383 yards and 4 touchdowns, which was insane. So, are we seeing potentially a new offense here at Florida Atlantic? Is it going to be more of a pass-heavy offense with the success from last week? We'll have to see, but this week we have Wyoming coming in, or we're going to Wyoming, that is, sorry. Kirk Herbstreit picking Wyoming to beat us this time. They have B's for overall rating and offensive rating, and a B- for defensive rating. In case you didn't see the improvement last time, though, if you look, we're overall D. Our defense is a D, but our offense is a C- rating now, so we're improving there. As you can see there, stat-wise, we're, kind of good in some places, bad in some places. But we will see how this game plays out. A couple of 0-1 teams going at it here this week, and we'll have to see if the Owls can get to 1-1 or if they fall to 0-2 before the conference even starts. Conference games even start, that is. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Like I said, it's been a couple weeks since I've done this. Had some health issues and whatnot that I was dealing with, but we are back and we are doing the dang thing. We'll have to see if Michael Cunningham can have some more success this time. I did check the injury report before the game, and Brian Stewart, who was knocked out of last week's game with a concussion, is back in the lineup this week. So we will have our star wide receiver back with us as well. As we see the warm-ups happening, Frank Nelson, a senior there, highlighted. I believe, yeah, that's their quarterback. So that's somebody who our offense is going to have to look out for. Or our defense, that is. Have to see if we can get to him pretty well. Here we go. At Wyoming. The Wyoming Cowboys. We lose the coin toss. Means we're going to be starting off with the ball, which is fine. Not too worried there. All right. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Owls have cooked up here on offense on this first drive. Michael Cunningham under center. Sends a man in motion. He's going to turn around, fake the handoff. Tosses it out for a nice little couple-yard gain. Can't complain about that too much. And then the person was immediately down. Oh my God. Washington just got stomped at home. Stanford came in and said, I don't care if you're rated number 4. I'm going to beat you 51-14. Good Lord. And Clemson gets upset as well by Central Michigan, who comes in and beats them 34-31. It's a couple of top 25 upsets happening so far in this week. So 2nd and 8 here. The fullback Dan Baker with that reception for 2 yards. Let's see what the offense has here on 2nd and 8. Going to turn around, hand off. Look at that hole. Look at that hole for Brett Daniel to run up through, get 6 yards on the run. Brings up a 3rd and short here. Gotta imagine that they can pick this up. 3rd and 2 here. Cunningham in the gun. He's got 2 men in the backfield. Passes completed to Joe Hamilton, the tight end, who then gets brought down with a face mask, it looked like. And yes, it is face mask, so that's going to add some yardage. That's going to add 15 yards to that play. So first down there after the face mask. That puts them up in Wyoming's side of the field. This is 1st and down at the 44-yard line. Cunningham hands off on 1st down. Out to the right there. Couldn't get past the defender, though. He looks to be a little banged. Brett Daniel, that is, looks to be a little banged up after that run. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Gotta figure out how to get these guys a little bit less injury prone. Seems to be a common thing in our games. 2nd and 9 here. Cunningham back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to throw it, complete it to Brian Stewart, who, like I said, is back in the lineup after catching a ball in last week's game and then get it immediately taken out. He's back in the lineup here, gets completion here for a 1st down. Hope to see a lot more of him in this game. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The Owls are driving. Cunningham's back in the shotgun this time. Empty backfield. He's going to send a man in motion. He's going to hand off to the man in motion. There's a flag, though. It might be our first holding call of the game, as Duncan took that handoff. And it's our first holding call of the game, everyone. Joe Hamilton with the honors this time. Might have to get like a counter on the screen for like how many times we get called for holding in a game. 1st and 16. Get an injury update there. Dan Baker, the fullback who caught that pass earlier, has a mild concussion. He's out for the game, so that's 2nd game in a row that we've got somebody who got knocked out of the game after a completion. But we got a run up the middle by Aaron Duncan there, picking up a nice chunky yardage. Nice 9-yard run on that one there for 1st down. Brings up a 2nd and 7 here. Another injury update. Brett Daniel, running back, strained shoulder. He will be returning soon, so that's good to see. 2nd and 7 here. Cunningham back to pass. Throws it, but it's incomplete. Threw it, but Hamilton was in the process of being tackled there, so we get an update here. Number 7 Miami defeating Cincinnati 17-10. That went to final, so at least one top 25 team is safe this week, even if it was by only 7 points. So 3rd and 7 here. Can the Owls pick up this 1st down, or will they have to resort to a field goal? Cunningham back in the shotgun. He's got 1 man in the backfield with him. Fakes the handoff to him. He's going to throw it to the right. He's got a man open, and he caught it. What a completion there. He threw it out there, 80, caught it, and got hit immediately there. That's Andy Scott, wide receiver there, with a nice reception. Caught that knowing he had about a second of making sure he secured that ball before he got hammered by the defense. But he's able to hold on to it. It's 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line now. The drive stays alive. Cunningham's under center. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to throw towards the end zone, and that was intercepted. Brian Stewart just couldn't catch up to that ball. Cunningham threw the ball a little bit ahead of him. A decent amount ahead of him, and Stewart couldn't catch up to that in time. And unfortunately, that is an interception. So the impressive drive, however, comes to a crashing halt with an interception. Michael Cunningham's first interception of the season. And Wyoming is able to turn it into 7 points very quickly. They got down the field in like 5 plays there. So that's not good. That's not good. The Owls are playing from behind, which, to be fair, they usually tend to do. But they are playing from behind after that costly interception to end the last drive. And we got to run up the middle here for a first down as Brett Daniel comes back in the game and is able to fight forward for that first down. Nice run there. First and 10 at the 36-yard line here. Cunningham back to pass. Looking. Checks it underneath to Brett Daniel, who gets up forward for a decent amount of yardage. It's about 8 yards on that reception there. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 2 here. Hoping that the offense can do something with this drive here, not turn it over like they did in the last one. 2nd and 2, turnaround handoff. And that gets about a yard or so. Brett Daniel almost getting the first down there, but he came up just short. So we got 3rd and inches here. They are 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions in this game so far. Can they convert another one here? They're going to fake the fullback handoff and throw it out to the outside, or to Brett Daniel, but unfortunately he gets tackled for a loss in the backfield. As another top 25 team went down. This time Louisville beating number 10 Michigan 34-14 or 34-13, sorry. So they're going to have to punt this ball away. The Owls having a little bit of struggles here on offense so far. I mean, they're getting yardage. It's just the first drive ended by by interception, and then the second drive ended up ended by a turnover, or not turnover on downs, but they couldn't convert the 3rd down. 1st and 10 here with 2:04 left in the first quarter. And run up the middle for about 3 yards on that run. Brett Daniel getting a 3-yard gain in there. 2nd and 7 here. They are already on Wyoming's side of the field, though, after a punt return that helped them get there. So that's a good sign. Cunningham looking for somebody to throw to. He's going to throw it deep towards the end zone. And that ball was swatted away. That man was double covered. I don't know if I would have thrown that there, but I give him credit for trying at least. 3rd and 7 here. Can they convert this one? Empty backfield. Cunningham back in the gun. He's going to throw it. He's going to get the first down. Andy Scott completing that getting that reception there. Getting past his defender. Able to get open enough to get that. Although, to be fair, Joe Hamilton was kind of a few yards down the field, kind of open as well, so he probably could have caught it if he wasn't there. Nevertheless, 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Can the Owls get something going here before the end of the first quarter? Pitch out to Daniel, and that goes nowhere. They blew that up in the backfield right away. The Owls failed to get some blocking on that one. That play got blown up in the backfield. Loss of 3 on that one. Brings up 2nd and 13 now. From about the 37-yard line. Cunningham back to pass on 2nd and long. He has to throw it. He gets rid of it, but can't get the completion there. He had to get rid of it. I give him credit. He had to get rid of it. He had people coming in on him. So 3rd and long here. Can they convert this one? This is out of field goal range, so if they can't convert this, they'll have to punt it. Cunningham back to pass. Looking for someone. Looking. He's going to throw it to the right there. He's got him in, and that's a completion for a first down. What a catch there. Got Joe Hamilton on the move. Boom. What a completion there by Joe Hamilton for the first down. Gets him up to about the 12-yard line now. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. A turnaround handoff on 1st down. Unfortunately, that run defense is holding up pretty well in this one. Brett Daniel coming off the field, seemed a little banged up there. Hopefully nothing too serious. Al's going to run one final play here before the end of the first quarter. Aaron Duncan takes it up the middle, gets a decent chunk of yardage there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 at about the 5-yard line for the Owls to have to deal with at the start of the second quarter. So far, hasn't quite gone the way of Florida Atlantic, but it's only 7-0, and they are just outside of the end zone. Can they convert this 3rd and 3 and hopefully get a touchdown? Right, Daniel has a bruised sternum. He's out for a quarter here, so they're gonna have to depend on Aaron Duncan on the ground game for now. 3rd and 3, turnaround handoff. Duncan's gonna take it up the middle. He's gonna take it in the end zone for a touchdown, just like that. Duncan was able to get into the end zone for a touchdown, and pending the extra point, this game is going to be all tied back up. Which is good. So it is a 7-7 ball game with 7:57 left before halftime. Well, I mean, immediately goes down the field and scores another touchdown, though. Like, that was a 2-minute drive. I don't know what's happened to our defense this year. All right. Well, down 7 points again here. The Owls are going to be looking to try to get some more points on the board here. Completion. Nice completion there as Joe Hamilton got free and got a nice chunk of yardage there. Hamilton getting a lot of yardage so far in this game. As we see Purdue and Notre Dame tied at 7 in the second quarter. See if another top 10 team goes down in an upset or not. We'll have to see. 1st and 10, about the 46-yard line here. Cunningham back in the gun. He's going to throw it across the middle, completes it to Brian Stewart for a nice 9-yard gain. Cunningham 9-13 for 111 yards so far, but he does have that interception on his record. Or on his stat line, I mean, I guess it's on his record too. 2nd and 1 here. Gonna turn around handoff to try to pick up the first down, and they do. Nice run up the middle there by Aaron Duncan. So 1st and 10 there as the chains are a-moving. Coming up on 5 minutes left before halftime. Turnaround handoff, and that one goes nowhere. That defender saw that play right from the start. He saw that play right from the start and blew that up in the backfield, so now it's a 2nd and 13 now. Three-yard loss there by Duncan. Send a man in motion here on 2nd and 13. Cunningham back to pass. He's going to rifle it across the middle for a first down. Nice grab there by Joe Hamilton, who's got 4 catches for 73 yards in this game so far. They are getting it to the tight end when possible. Another first down here, about the 29-yard line. The Owls are driving. And it looks like the offense jumped off sides there. Yep, false start. Somebody jumped on the line. So 1st and 15 now. Obviously, you don't like seeing that, but it happens. So 1st and 15 now, about the 34-yard line. Turnaround handoff on first down. Duncan able to get a yard back. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 14 there. Cunningham back in the gun here. Under 4 minutes left before halftime. Gonna fake the handoff. He's throwing it and overthrows his receiver. He's going to bring up a 3rd and long here. 3:48 left in the first half. 5 of 6 on 3rd down conversions in this game. Can they convert another one here? Although this one is a longer one to try to convert. Cunningham back to pass. He's looking. He's waiting for a receiver to get open. He's going to throw it to the left-hand side there, and it's going to be incomplete. Somebody had it in their hands there, but it bounced out before they could fully secure it. And I believe that's out of field goal range. Yeah, they punted. But thankfully, Wyoming was unable to do anything with it on their drive. And so with 2:25 left in the game, after a nice 23-yard return by Brian Stewart on the punt return there, the Owls have decent starting field position here, about the 43-yard line. And fake the handoff, roll out. Brian Stewart catches in there, 6-yard gain. Nice reception there by Stewart as we come up to 2 minutes left before halftime. A little bit of a 2-minute drill here. Can Florida Atlantic get more points on the board before halftime? Cunningham back to pass. He's looking. He's going to throw it underneath for a nice completion there. 1st down and then some. Aaron Duncan with that completion, and there is a flag afterwards. And another face mask is going to give even more yardage to that play. It's going to put him down inside the 25-yard line at about the 24, so that's huge. That is huge if you are the Owls right now. That's something that they definitely needed to see happen. 1:52 left in the first half. Ball at the 24-yard line. Cunningham back to pass. He's going to throw it across the middle. Joe Hamilton with a completion. And there's another late flag. Another face mask. Wyoming's defense. 2 costly face mask penalties on this drive. The Owls have it 1st and goal at the 7-yard line now. 2 very costly field goal or face mask penalties. Yeah. Is it going to be really costly on them and cause a touchdown for the Owls? We'll have to see here. 1st and goal. Cunningham back to pass. He's looking towards the end zone. He's got it. Andy Scott in the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And just like that, pending the extra point, this one is going to be all tied back up again. 2 costly field goal or face mask penalties by the defense on that drive. And it is a 14-all ball game with 1:43 left in the first half. Wyoming unable to do anything with it. So technically, if they can, the Owls might have a chance to take the lead heading into halftime. They do have all 3 timeouts, though. Or they do have all 3 timeouts. Minute 7 left before halftime. Cunningham's going to throw it. I'm not sure. All right. Looked like he's throwing at Aaron Duncan just on a check down thing, but it didn't really work the way that they wanted it to. So let's see what they can do here on 2nd and 10. Like I said, they have all 3 timeouts. So it's not a have to get out of bounds situation. Hamilton with the reception there, just a couple of yards because Cunningham had a defender in his face on that one. Bring up a 3rd and 6. Running up to the line here. Can they convert this 3rd down here to a 1st down? Throwing it, completes it. Nice completion by Joe Hamilton. Good stuff there, getting the 1st down. 33 seconds left. 2 timeouts still as well. Cunningham back to pass. He's going to rifle it to the right there. It's going to be completed. Brian Stewart with a nice completion. The Owls running up to the line. First and 10 here. Cunningham looking for somebody. He's throwing it deep to the left. And he overthrew his receiver. 20 seconds left on the clock. Joe Hamilton, the lead receiver so far in this game, has some bruised ribs, but will be returning soon. 20 seconds left here. Cunningham looking. He's going to throw a wobbler towards the end zone. He's going to overthrow his receiver by a good few yards of that one as well. That one, he probably wanted that one back. 14 seconds left before halftime. They are out of field goal range right now. They definitely need to get a lot more yardage here. Can they do it? Cunningham back to pass on 3rd and 10. He's going to throw it underneath, and he's going to miss his receiver. So, unfortunately, he is unable to do anything with that drive. He threw out some kind of wobblers there. Wyoming, at the start of the second half, was able to get down the field and get a touchdown. So, it is back to a 7-point lead for the Cowboys here. The Owls playing from behind once again. So far, they've had some success with that as they got the defense to jump off sides on that play. Brett Daniel back in the game. Good to see. First and 5 after the defensive offsides there. Ball at about the 30-yard line here. Turn around, handoff on first down. Daniel with the first down run there. Nice gain there. As Purdue and Notre Dame are tied at 10 now in the third quarter. The Owls have not, when the game's been tied, the Owls have not had a chance to really try to take the lead in this game so far. They've been playing from behind all game. That run goes for a loss of a yard, as Brett Daniel was unable to get through the line on that one. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 11 here. They've done a pretty good job at going down and tying it back up, though. They just haven't done a good job of getting the lead when they had the chance there. 2nd and 11, Cunningham back to pass. He's got time. He's waiting for something to happen, and he throws and misses his receiver. Third and 11 here. FAU 6 of 9 on 3rd down conversions in this game. Cunningham's got a little bit of nerves going for him right now, it seems like. He's kind of missing some receivers lately. He's going to throw one down the left-hand side, though. Nice completion there. Big gain by Andy Scott. Big gain down there. 1st and 10. As he was able to connect with Scott on that one. A little bit of a wobbler, but Scott was able to catch that and get a good chunk of yardage on that. Good to see there, as that is now at about the Wyoming 23-yard line here, just outside of the red zone. Cunningham, empty backfield on 1st and 10. He's looking for someone. He's going to throw it down, and unfortunately, Aaron Duncan unable to hold on to that one. That one was all Duncan. He had it in his hands, and he had it pop right back out. 2nd and 10 here. Cunningham in the gun again. He's going to hand off out of the gun, though, this time. A nice tackle, nice fighting off the tackle there by Brett Daniel, but unfortunately he got caught by another guy shortly afterwards and only was able to gain a yard on that one. So it's a 3rd and 9 now for the Owls. Can they convert this first down, or will they have to settle the field goal? Back to pass on 3rd and 9 to the end zone. Andy Scott actually caught that ball. That looked like he was out of bounds when he caught that, but they're going to say he caught it. So 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. What an impressive catch there. First and goal, they're going to hand off to the fullback, or hand off to the guy who came in for the fullback, that is, because Dan Baker got knocked out of the game. I believe this is the backup fullback in the game, but he was only able to gain a yard on that one. Allen Robinson coming in, only gaining a yard. Of course, Allen Robinson was the starting fullback last year. Second and goal here. They're going to pitch it out to the outside, and Brett Daniel gets in for the touchdown. Brett Daniel with his first touchdown of the season. And pending the extra point, it is back to a tie ball game, 21-all. Good stuff there. You like to see it. 21-all ball game with 2:40 left in the third quarter. Wyoming goes down the field, and it does get points on the board, but thankfully, it's only a field goal. So if FAU can get down the field and get another touchdown here, they could actually take the lead. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. First and 10 here. Cunningham's going to check it out to Allen Robinson, who makes that catch for a nice chunky yardage. As we see, Purdue is now up 13-10 over Notre Dame. 3:39 left in the third quarter there. Second and 2 here. The Owls are hoping to get down the field and get this. Well, that's not going to help out too much. That run went for absolutely nothing. They're looking to get down the field and get the lead here. But unfortunately, a run like that's not going to help out. So 3rd and 2. They need to convert this first down here. Back to pass. Going to throw it out. That's not a smart idea. There was way too many defenders there in his path. That was a terrible idea. And just like that, they're going to have to get rid of that. They're going to have to punt that ball away. Cunningham decided to throw to the halfback swinging out there, but he was already swallowed up before he could even have a chance to do anything with it. And Wyoming was able to go down the field to get another field goal. So, I mean, technically, if they got a touchdown, if Florida Atlantic get a touchdown here, they still technically could get the lead. But they still have to get down the field and get that. 1st and 10 here. Cunningham back to pass. Going to throw it to Brett Daniel, who came back for it there and was only able to gain 2 yards on that reception. You don't want to keep seeing these checkdowns too much. You only want to see them if you absolutely need to, not like 2 seconds after the ball's been snapped. Notre Dame had retaken the lead there, 17-13. 6 minutes left in the game. Florida Atlantic down by 6. They need a good drive here. 2nd and 8. Throwing it, and there was 2 receivers there, and neither one of them got that ball. Not good to see. So that's going to be a 3rd and 8 now for the Owls here. Cunningham back to pass. And he misses his receiver on that one. So 4th and 8 now. Cunningham struggling a little bit more with his incompletions in this game. And unfortunately, Wyoming goes down the field, gets a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And that makes it a 2-touchdown ball game with 4:15 left in the game. So that might have just sealed it for FAU. They might be starting the season 0-2. Cunningham back to pass here on 1st and 10. Going to complete it to Ryan Jones across the middle. It looks like they're kind of running a hurry-up offense. They kind of need to at this point. There's only 4 minutes left, and they're down by 2 touchdowns. Brian Stewart with the completion there. So we see that Nebraska goes to 2-0. The team who beat us last week has another close game, this time just beating Fresno State by 3 points. Faking the handoff on 2nd and 3. Completing it for the first down. Receiver was able to get out of bounds too, stop the clock. So that's good to see there. Just shy of the 50-yard line. 1st and 10. Back to pass. Cunningham throwing it. I don't know where he was throwing it there. I don't know where he was throwing it. Cunningham's having a lot of iffy throws in this game. Fortunately, not quite the success that he had last week. Back to pass here on 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man, but unfortunately 2 receivers in the area, and neither one of them can catch the ball, as 32 on Wyoming's defense was able to swat that away. Eight of 13 are 3rd down conversions in this game. Can they convert this one here? Back to pass. Throwing it across the middle. That you threw that into like 5 defenders. I'm not sure what you were doing there. Well, they're going to go for it on a 4th and 10. I mean, they kind of have to. They're down by 2 touchdowns and 3:17 left in the game. They kind of have to. So this could be the final chance for the Owls here, unless they can convert this. Throwing it, and he overthrows his receiver. Cunningham having a rough game this game, unfortunately. Wyoming has just been too much for them in this game. They're now down by 17 points with 1:49 left in the game. Not very likely to make a comeback here. I mean, it's a mixture of things. As a nice reception there. Across the middle by Joe Hamilton. He's able to get a good chunk of yardage there. It definitely seems like it's a mixture of things this year. The defense seems to be, so far in their first couple games, they are giving up a lot more points than they really had last year. But the offense, the offense is getting yardage. It's just not necessarily getting points. Well, I mean, I guess it is getting points because there was a decent amount of points last game. But it feels like it's, a lot more yardage, but not a lot of success converting stuff. And obviously that's not what you want to see. You want to see being able to convert things. You want to see being able to have success and not always be playing from behind as well. So Cunningham's going to throw that one away. And obviously, playing from behind doesn't always help either. If you're constantly playing from behind, you have to kind of change up your strategy. But yeah, it's not looking great for the team right now. Cunningham has to tuck it and run, and is only able to get a yard on that one. But yeah, it's not, especially like this, being down by 17, obviously it's not something that you want to be in, and it changes your game plan, and it doesn't always work for you. If doesn't always work that well either. Flag on the play here on 4th down. Right now it's a turnover. Oh, they're going to call holding on us anyway, so there you go. Nice holding call to basically end the game here. Oh, there you go. The Owls are going to start off the season 0-2. Bit of a rough stretch so far. They lost a close game to Nebraska last week, and then this game they just didn't have it. Cunningham overthrew his receivers a lot in this. Of course, that's the play of the game. Cunningham had a lot of bad incompletions. Where he overthrew his receivers a lot, especially as the game went going. And they had to keep trying to play for behind for the second half, which caused the strategy to kind of get changed up. They weren't doing the running game as much there, and kind of threw a lot of stuff off. So, unfortunately, a loss here. As Daredevil comes back, signs a contract extension, and Starts off the season 0-2, which is kind of rough. Obviously, he wouldn't have wanted that to happen, but unfortunately, it is 0-2 to start off the season so far here in this series, or in this season, in the third season here of being the offensive coordinator of the Owls. So we will have to see what next week brings. As next week we have an FCS game, so crossing our fingers, hopefully we can beat an FCS team and kind of get things a little bit better under control. We'll have to see. But that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Definitely appreciate it. In this series, we will catch you next Saturday for another episode. And on the channel, we will catch you tomorrow for yet another video.